Right, we're back. We are back and we're in the racing. Yes, we've actually got here.
Oh my god.
And that was a fun 5 minutes. Felix, what on earth happened there?
I think it's just Codemasters being Codemasters. Oh,
Energy down
is
for
out.
tyres. Hopefully we didn't lose anything. We've got no timings right now. We are back. Hello, we're live. So we are live once more. We have lost a few drivers. Shadow Britain is out of the race. Bittle out of the race. I'm back, luckily. So our race leader. Oh, that's a big accident for the Racing Point. That actually is where Sergio Perez pinned it a few years ago. So we are back. We're live. Who missed me? Yes.
What do you mean a few years ago? It was just a couple of months ago.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. I'm very drunk after that very quick escapade. So I don't know how many laps we missed, but we did miss a few. Not much change at the top. Racing Pod is in P1 ahead of Maggi in P2. Broomy doing well in P3 right now.
I think I was just going to say when you were kicked if Maggi had the pace to catch Racing Pod, but
I don't believe he has. Sector 1's yellow flag. Oh no, that isn't who I think. No, it's good. He's not in Sector 1.
It's not.
So Ghost Cam is out the race. How do I get back in the car? You've got to select it. It's a Shadow Britain saying disaster. Yeah, I know, mate. I got booted as well on stream, and that isn't a good show. So Codemasters, up your shit. That's all I'm going to say. Because I've had this now twice, 2 weeks in a row, and this is getting on my nerves. You wonder why I'm retiring at the end of the season. Anywho.
And I mean, I got kicked from one commentary session we had as well.
Yeah, well, you also couldn't get in at one point, remember?
Yeah, I couldn't get in, because I didn't have an invite, which is also very strange.
The worst thing is for me, right? I have good enough internet to stream on this game. I have good enough internet to stream on any game, right? And just this game has been causing me more trouble than it's worth at all. Honestly, at this point, I am sacking off all of Formula 1. The racing's crap. The league racing's brilliant, but the games are crap. I'm ready to go. I miss racing on stable games.
So we should find another game to stream together on.
Want to come with me to find Formula E?
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of drivers who are looking to find something, Badger within half a second of Boomy right now. What a segue, firstly. What an award there.
That's the most brilliant segue I've ever heard.
Badger is going to look to rejuvenate his podium run. He was on the podium with me in Silverstone last week, and this time in Hockenheim. He battles through. He's on older tyres, though, and this time he's going to get through. Blue flags for the Origins. The origin of the blue flag was not from him. So, this is a baptism of fire right now for these drivers.
It is, yeah.
With such a difficult game. We've only got a few more weeks of this season. It's okay, Peter. You're not Peter. It's okay, Felix.
At the end of lap 31, I'm going to hear your driver of the day.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched half the stream. Shadow Britain's car. I think Shadow Britain may and Ghost Cam may have glitches where they're not able to rejoin the game, which is utter rubbish. They clearly don't have the third test car that they used to have in Formula 1. Do you remember the test car? Are you not that old?
The test car?
They used to have the T cars. Cole Oliver, there's yellow flags. Has Cole Oliver made a mistake? I believe he has. The T car, yeah.
You mean the third car?
Yeah, the third car, the T car, the test car. One driver. Oh, Ghost Cam really leaving us. Yeah, that was. Remember Juan Pablo Montoya not being able to work out which car he was meant to be in.
Yeah, it was at Indy.
Yeah, I think it was 2002. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, because 3 was the one where he almost won the championship.
Yeah, he did, yeah. When Ferrari wasn't actually that dominant.
No, 2003 was a difficult car. That was a terrible car for Ferrari. But they still won it.
Yeah, I mean,
That was just pure. That was pure consistency. That one, wasn't it?
I think in 02 and 04 they were very dominant. Rest
02
of the
was
titles
stupidly quick, but 04 was the best. That was the best Ferrari out there.
04 was ridiculous.
Really was. So my driver of the day, is not Codemasters. I'm going to stay right now. It's Peter Racing Podge in P1 who started all the way down in P16.
Yeah. What a race he's having.
And normally I will say, I don't like having the winner of the race as driver of the day as well. I get very angry when Max Verstappen doesn't do anything, he still wins driver of the day. As DCG looking to pass Sensei. Sensei is going to be under pressure. Oh! DCG could not decide which way the car was going. And Sensei, whoop, that's the wrong one. Sensei is going to have to drop behind him. Brumi dropping further back. Brumi's in trouble. Oh, crikey, O'Reilly. That's the one thing Codemasters are good at, is ghosting.
Brown pants alert for Pro over there.
I think pants alert for any of these drivers. Sector 3 is looking very yellow as Blues is struggling on his soft compounded tyres.
Oh, contact between Origins and Brumi. No, no, no.
Well, both cars were in trouble, and Brumi with a broken front wing anyway. Brumi can still complain that Lap's car hit him. He's like he's driving with a puncture right now of how slow he's going. So lap 32 out of 34, DCG the fastest man on the track. He will get the fastest at that point if it stays this way in P6. Well done to recovery for both the championship contenders, DCG and Racing Podge, who have started way down the field and are doing an absolutely sterling job to battle back through, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Apologies once more for the language that has been used in the streams. I did let one slip at the end of the first stream. I got to put part
I didn't
one.
Hear that.
Well, yeah, because I was in the party.
You know, but the notification shows up. You now own the party. I'm like, sorry, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's a network error. I'm sat there thinking, what network error? I have one of the best internets in SFR. The gap, though, at the top is beginning to come down, but we are on the penultimate lap of the race. I don't think it's coming down enough.
No, there's not enough time.
Unless Peter genuinely bins it in his next 2 laps, which is quite possible with the internet trouble we've been having today.
Oh, please, did you have to say that?
Hey, if I say it, it won't happen. I'll just get kicked for the session again.
Yeah, I think that was karma telling you to stop.
I'm being abused by the game as well as my co-commentators now. I don't want you to commentate, you're a bad commentator. Oh. Just thanks, Codemasters, I know where you live.
Ooh.
What are you giggling at?
I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even. Racing Porsche almost lost it at the second curve.
You're joking!
Nope, I'm not even
Final
joking.
Final lap of the race!
He
Racing
genuinely
Podge,
had a half spin.
At this point, he can drive at 10 miles an hour and he still win the race. Racing Podge is looking for his first win in a long time. Can you just tell me when his last win was? Or if he has even got one in GP4 this season?
He has got one. I do believe that was in Bahrain or China. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
You got the standings on your phone.
I will have a quick look.
Reminding with a stick.
Racing Porsche won in Bahrain.
Racing Podge not won since the second round of the season, and now we are on the 11th. What can the Swede do? Only to negotiate a few more corners. Xander dropping behind Oliver. I believe is he lagged out? No, he has genuinely just lost the position to the flying Haas. Now into the Mercedes Stadium section. He can take this gently. He's got the gap. He's not got long to go. He doesn't need to go fast. He is going fast. Oh, this is like me last week. Peter, Racing Podge, he's back on the top step. He's got no DRS. He does win in Germany. Red Bull winning where Max Verstappen did. Matt G on debut is going to finish in P2. Through the final corner now, the Williams joining Red Bull at the top. And Badger, where he won last season in GP3, will be in third. Well done to Gary.
Another podium for Badger.
We got there eventually.
Yeah.
Peter's done it though. He's looked for a win for a long time. He's been upset. He's wanting to chase the championship. This is his last season in SFR. And he's back on top. Here's the
You
Swede.
know what? Badger was only 1/10 away from P2.
There's penalties there.
Yeah.
So we'll run through the rest of the order in a bit, but Racing Porsche doth win the race. And interesting talks will happen now about the servers.
Oh, Broomy sets the final lap on the final lap. Fastest lap on the final lap. Good morning.
He will get the points though, finishing in P9. But today's winner, a staple of SFR, one of the longest serving drivers now admin, Racing Porsche on the top step. Can't wait to see Show's investigations. Codemasters is going to get a penalty for kicking JB out of the session. Adrian Newey joining them on the podium tonight.
Codemasters.
Adrian Newey has joined us on the podium. There he is. And yes, it is Racing Porsche ahead of Mad G, ahead of Badger. What a top three. 3 different engines as well.
Yeah, good to see.
No Renault engine though. Not a bad idea. Alright. So, barring issues investigations, here are the results. Racing Porsche in P1 ahead of Mad G. Well done to him on his first time out in P2. Badger in P3. That's your podium. Outside of the podium was Alco in P4, Pro Oliver in P5, and DCG doing well to battle back to P6. Sensei Martin for the first time out as a full driver finishing in P7, and Con Oliver finishing in P8, Broomy in P9, and Xander getting the final point in P10. Outside the point, Sonic Hawk finished in P11. Shadow Britain didn't finish because he lagged out. High Grade B finished in P13, Origins finished in P14, Blue finished in P15. Drivers who didn't make it to the flag were Ghost Cam, Energy Dan, Bittle, JD Savo, and DB, who didn't make it past, I believe, lap 1. And relax.
Whew. What a race that was.
So remember when I said I had hair at the start of this stream? Well, to start
Yeah,
the
you
other
don't
stream.
anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you know, I'm fully grey now, so.
You got to do the invite, so because you're the leader of the party.
Yep.
Racing Porsche, Mad
I've
G,
just remembered.
and Badger will be invited to the party. And while we do this, I'm going to leave the online session and go straight to have a look at the wonderful Red Bull in the showroom. There it is. If you need to, I can add you into chat quickly. Do it like that, or I can what's it called? I can suggest them for you.
Can you please suggest Magi?
I believe I can. Badger joins us. Let's see if I can get Magi in there. For everything to happen. This stream has been, well, I don't want to say unbearable, but crikey, that I have got no hair now.
Yeah, that was, well, what a race. So
That's
we
it,
do
that's
have
big.
all 3 podium finishers
It's
joining
such a
us.
shame that I had to split the stream, because that would have been a great watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, to check with all 3 podium sitters, is your voices all set to share? Sound off. Gary, is your voice set to share?
yes, mate, I believe so.
Peter, is your voice set to share? Peter, you're very quiet.
I will try to fix it.
There you are. And Mad G, I don't normally do this, but I'm feeling rather excited today. Is your voice set to share?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Yeah, but is your voice set to share? Can I hear you on the stream?
I have no idea.
We'll check
I'm not
that.
even watching the stream. I haven't got a clue.
Someone in the chat, please check to see if anyone can hear him. If in doubt, I will just paraphrase because that will happen. We'll start though with Gary. You didn't do it. You didn't get up to P1. But you're never going to match me. You are set to share. Good, Magic. Gary, P3.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
I'm back in the right side of the booth now. Okay, so I'm back. It's okay. Don't panic. I'm not on your side again. How did that race go for you? Because at one point I didn't see it, so just tell me what happened.
Right, well, for me, frustrating again because I had to get a wing change.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I came round the corner and one of the Red Bulls, I think he might have just lost a bit of traction, cut across me, and hit my wing. So it was one of them. It happened, but it meant a wing change, which at that point I genuinely believe cost me a win because I was absolutely flying at the start. I was really going well, and I thought I've gone. I was in. I can't remember what position, but I know I was in a half decent position, and I thought, oh, here we go. It's on. But yeah, like I say, a wing change, and it makes it hard work then.
Most definitely does. It said it cost you a win. Now at the end of the result, do you believe that's still accurate, or do you think you just would have had second?
Without taking no, do you know what? Yeah, no, you're right. I am being a bit presumptuous there. To be fair, because Podge, ex-teammate, I mean, well done by the way, mate. Great drive. Yeah, he's a good driver. So, yeah, it would have been probably hard to catch him, but at the same time, like I say, I think I was nailing that track, and I had to go on to hards. My strategy was not to go on to hards, obviously. But I had to go on to them early after the wing, so I don't know. It would have been a really close race. It would have been nice to find out, to be honest. But this is racing. This is what happens.
Well, obviously,
I feel I've had a great race to get back on into the podium from where I was at one point. I dropped all the way down to 13th.
You've won this race though before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pushing for that.
There's always.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I gave everything. I mean, I'm sweating. Like I really
Gary.
pushed everything.
Are you back to being a sweaty badger now?
Well, do you know what happened, man? My brother decided he was going to put the heating on halfway through the race. I'm sat around it in the radiator, so I genuinely was sweating.
So the sweaty badger is back now for halfway through the race.
No, I know, it's all right. We're on the links. We're good. Other deodorants are available.
Oh god, you can tell it's not just me, it's all the old guys who just have given up on it, got no filter. Looking forward to next week though, Gary. Are you looking forward to the Hungaroring, or is it one to forget?
It's the same for everyone, isn't it? It's one of them tracks, you either get it or you don't. It's not a passing track, that's for sure. I look, to be honest with you, in this league I look forward to every race because I'm generally surrounded by decent drivers, so it's really nice to have that in my week. So, by the way, can I just say as well to Mad G, I don't know how you pronounce your name.
That's
but,
Mad G.
Yeah, a nice debut, mate, nice second place. Yeah, well done.
Well, speaking of Mad G, shall we have a word with him? As we can put Gary away now. I'll talk to you later, Gary.
Okay.
Mad G, you've beaten my record of turning up and finishing on the podium, but you beat that considerably when you got pole. Now, how did that go?
Well, considering I'm just a reserve driver, mind you, I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I just waited and waited. I mean, I went out. You just go on the inters like everyone else did. I thought, wow, be mid-pack somewhere. Just thought, but I went back in. And I chucked on softs because I knew they were going to be the same time because it was getting dry. I thought did a couple of runs, wasn't really getting anywhere. I was looking at how much time was left, about 2 minutes when I dived in. I had to put on another new set of softs. I went straight back out. Lucky enough, I beat the flag by 3 seconds, and the rest was history. I ended up pulling out, what was it, 1:12.8, something like that?
Something incredibly quick, but that was a stream ago, so I don't remember. So the race, what happened there? Because they didn't make it easy for you, did they?
Well, to be fair, I mean, what everyone else's strategy was on, I've got no idea. Whatever was going on behind me, truth be known, I've got no idea. I don't know what was going on behind me. I was just racing my own race. And yeah, okay, coming up to the tight hairpin at the top end of the track, yeah, I did lose a lead, but I just ducked inside and got it back. And I had to do that a couple of times after my first pit stop. My own teammate tried to get myself back. I thought, nope, so I had it back again. But I mean, whoever's had wing changes or this, that, and the other, they could have benefited from it, because they could have gone in for an early stop, gone onto the mediums themselves, ran that longer, and bounced off onto the hards. So in theory, I just had a standard race. Yeah, I had to push it near the end. That, you know, if it was a longer race, then by all means, I could have gone for the win. But I said, well, my second stop, I had to serve my 5-second penalty, so I came out of the race with no penalties at the end of it. So it might have been a little bit closer towards the end, but second place, I won't not complain that as a debut, considering I've never raced with any of these guys. I don't know who they are, I don't know what kind of results they've had previously. So to finish where I have, with it as being unknown, I'll take it all day long.
A very political answer there from Maggi. Did expect from that name to have a bit of a different accent, but you know. Looking forward to next week, we're heading off to Hungary. Are you looking forward to heading to the Hungarian track, or is it one again for you to forget?
Hungary, it's fast, it's twisty, there's going to be bumps and bangs everywhere. It's going to be a lot of cutting up inside if you can possibly do it, but I don't know if I'm racing next week. I've got no idea. I mean, I'm just a stand-in for today, so who knows. If I'm there, I'm there. If I'm not, I'll be watching from the sidelines.
You could be a stand-in today. A lot can change in a week, trust me. You could be a full driver by next week, who knows?
I think you've definitely passed the audition, if I can just chip in on that one.
Well, the thing is,
sure.
Just a bit of reference.
Before this race actually started, I had actually a trial race with Cod Oliver and Energy Dan, and I binned it after 5 laps, and that was it. So,
well,
redemption day for you then.
Always perform on the main stage. Never do any crap stages. Just perform on the main stage and go for it straight away. I don't do any practice when I race. But yeah, so provided you are racing next week, are you looking forward to Hungary, or would you enjoy just watching it?
Be both. I mean, I listened to your guys' commentary last week, and I was just, half the time I was laughing my head off, but I think it was a Gp4 race, I believe it or not. But no, if I'm in it, I'm all for it. Expect a good fight if I am.
Well, we'll leave Maggi with his second place podium. He can get drunk now. And oh dear, he's back. Who invited him? It's Peter.
Hello, Jack and Felix.
You're back on the top
Peter.
step. How long?
Yeah.
It's been too long.
I needed that. Yep, I needed that.
How the hell did you do that?
I don't know. First lap was just dodging cars, I believe.
Just take us through what happened, if you can remember any of it.
Yeah, after the start, I got a pretty good start, I think, and just trying to take it easy and get a clean first lap, get into the groove, but it was cars sliding all over the place, so just have to dodge them and keep the car in one piece and go with my one-stop strategy, and that was that. So really happy I did that. Medium hard strategy.
So here's the main question. Over 2 weeks now, there's been 2 Honda Power wins. I get the feeling that might be the best engine in SFR.
Yeah, I believe so. I love it.
You've really struggled within the first, the second quarter really of the season. Is this going to be the punch that's going to get you back into title contention in your final season?
Yeah, I really hope so. Was really disappointed after the last races, and just to get back to it and try to get back up there. And now I'm up there again, so try to stay there, as I said last time. But it's not easy with this gang of guys, so I will do my best.
Was it easier last week?
Nope.
Well, that's why. Someone very pretty. So, looking forward then, is Hungary a track for you, or is it all about track position and you hope that you can get that?
Yeah, I hope so. Like that track, twisty and technical track, so should suit me. I love them when I'm technical and hard.
Well, because I have to ask this question, because we want you to get back in the championship fight, what's the track you're most dreading from now until December?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I like most of them.
I can give an answer to that one.
Yeah,
I think,
Singapore.
Yep, Singapore.
Yeah, it's a good track, I think. I like it.
Do you just like all the tracks then, Peter?
Yeah, I believe so.
He just
All
loves
the
racing, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He
I'm a
does, he
racing
does.
lover.
He knows that Silverstone's the best track in the world, though.
Ugh, Jack, come on.
Questionable.
I don't know how many times you said that last week when I was watching the stream, but damn.
I have a question for you, Peter.
I like
Yep.
Felix.
You had a bit of a moment with Alco there. Through
Yeah,
the
I didn't-
hairpin. What happened?
I didn't know what happened. Should overtake him, and I didn't know what happened. He was into me in the back, but yeah, I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah, I thought, because it looked like on the stream that you were trying to let him by because you didn't think the move was fine or something. I don't know, but...
Yeah, after the turn there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just after the hairpin. You could kind of slow down.
Yeah, it slowed down a little bit. I didn't know if I passed him fair enough. I think let him pass and give him a new chance, but we misunderstood each other, I think.
Okay.
Well, this will be interesting now to see what happens with the stewards, because obviously lap 1 was very hectic. Obviously, you do have to look another stream away to find out, thanks Codemasters once more. So thank you to all 3 of our podium sitters. You're now free to go off and do whatever you choose to do. Badger, you can go back to your little burrow. Maggie, you can go back to do whatever you want to do. And Felix, I'm going to kidnap you as well as Peter, because I did just mess that up entirely.
Just quickly before I go, shout out to Woody and Run Up again, because I just have to do it.
I don't get any shout outs.
Thank you.
One thing I am going to do, I'm going to watch the stream because I have to listen to this commentating.
You most certainly do, because lap 1 was very fun, though it is split into 2
Yeah, I need
because
to
I
see
lagged
what
out.
happened on that one.
Well,
I need to see what happened on that one.
Unfortunately,
Jack
due
is
to
just screaming
Codemasters
for the
loving
first
me,
10 minutes.
I most certainly was, and I'm surprised I still have a voice left. But yeah, unfortunately, due to Codemasters, I lagged out, so I missed about 5 laps of the race as I tried to squirrel around and sort out what was happening. At one point, we were really worried to the point that we were going to actually we weren't going to get the stream back up. So, thank goodness that we did sort that out. Whew. Anyway, thank you guys. You're now free to do whatever you want. If you choose to stay here, that'd be fine. We have a chat after the race. But I'm going to take it back to you, Felix. Mr. Volvo Man, how was that race for you?
That was amazing. As always with Gp4, they put on quite the show.
It truly was. I'd ask you for a moment of the race, but I don't think there is a moment of the race. I think the whole race was a moment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Barring the 5 laps we missed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't think that much happened though. But yeah, it was a shame we got the little internet problem there, but
It's not even an internet problem because it kept streaming. That's the thing. So it was just the game problem.
yeah, I think it's a Codemasters issue.
Yeah, if it was
See,
internet,
sure.
it would have been what's it called? It would have cut the stream off before anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a game problem. Anywho, tomorrow I am back on commentary, and I believe I'm with Alex on commentary for GP3. Felix, how are you going to do tomorrow in your house?
I'm gonna do like Peter did.
You hoping for it?
keep out of trouble. One-stop strategy, and top of the podium.
And watch it rain tomorrow on Felix's parade. Then on Wednesday, he doesn't like that. On Wednesday, the GP3 guys will be out on track. GP2 guys will be out on track, minus me because I've retired. They'll be having some fun out on the track, see what happens on that time with James on commentary. And then on Thursday, I'll be back on commentary and with Sensei, and we'll be getting ready to prepare him to take over streaming. What will happen in the Premier and GP2 and GP3 races? Well, make sure you check them out this week in SFR. If it's anything like GP4, I'm not going to have much of a voice left.
No, you will not.
No, I will not. So, Felix, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, of course.
As always, and thank you for sticking with me after I decided to lag out. Thanks, game. My name is JB. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time in SFR. Have a very good night, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Ta-ra!